Welcome to the Bad Movie Night Podcast.
AJ Show. AJ takes over the show. AJ Show. The new Bad Movie Night Show.
I thought I was having a hallucination there for a second.
Does anybody else see me?
Yeah.
Welcome back to Bad Movie Night. I'm your host tonight, AJ. Chris is out on vacation. He may be returning. He may not.
He's gonna Chris the shit out of the show.
Doubtful. We don't know. But tonight, we are in for a treat, because we're going to talk about the 2021 Thirsty Wasteland classic. That is Quartz.
I like rock.
2047, after the humanitarian disaster, one gold miner must risk it all to save the girl. Look for the name. Quartz Vein. Coming soon.
Panky Productions.
Is that Jason Alt from what the hell is
From the
that
Cult
show?
of Films?
The Cult of Films. It sounds like him.
Could be. It has that voice, right? The Batman voice going.
Say my name, Quartz.
You like his Batman
What
voice?
What does it say there? Look for the name. Is it supposed to be carved in the rocks? I don't know what the hell this means.
I don't know.
Oh boy.
All right, everybody. What is this movie about, you ask? Well, I will tell you.
You're gonna tell us.
You're going to do your own premise.
There's
I'll
no
do my own
banter.
plot.
We're
Yeah.
cutting the
We
banter.
need the
All right.
banter segment.
We need the banter segment.
No, not really.
We're driving forward. There's lots to talk about. All right, here we go. The year is 2047. A race of mutant vampires lead the underworld.
I like gold.
Will the gold miner save the girl?
I don't really know.
Which girl is the girl?
No.
Or will he be a team of one as he journeys to Europa?
I'm Duke Nukem.
Find out in the 2021 classic that is Quartz Vein. Quartz Vein, Quartz Vein, Quartz Vein. Rated R.
Rated R
Get
for
ready
lots
to
of
rock.
quartz.
Oh, thank you, AJ. Oh, you're welcome.
Good job, AJ. Fantastic.
Onward.
Nailed it.
We can banter here. We're inject banter section in here before.
Inject the banter
move
like the
on.
blue milk.
How's everyone doing? What's everyone drinking?
Right in the neck.
Something from the one in Ephrata.
Oh,
The what?
Ephrata.
What is it?
Which one's in Ephrata?
St. Boniface.
There's so
Oh,
many
St.
of these little
Boniface.
places popping up. Who knows?
Is it
Yeah,
that's a
cool spot.
brewery?
It is a
Yeah.
brewery.
Okay.
There's more breweries in Pennsylvania than people, I think.
It's
there's
like
a lot
every
of
other
breweries.
corner.
It really seems that way.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a big business. Lots of money, you know.
That's true.
Boniface? Or is it Boniface?
Boniface.
St.
Have you been to the one in
Boniface.
Newtown? The one by the train
Boniface.
station?
The
It's like
one in
the
that's
milk
in
cow or something
Ephrata.
like that.
AJ, look, if you're gonna host, you're gonna have to
That's the
speak
moo
up, my
duck.
friend. You can't
Oh,
do your
sorry.
mumble quiet
But you
thing.
can't hear me mumbling.
hosting.
Oh, God. I'm hosting. You should have let me host. First mistake.
No, you got this. You got this.
Tonight's going to be fun, though. I got a lot of stuff planned out, a couple surprises along the way.
Hey, that intro.
Should be
I
interesting.
guess.
That surprised the hell out of me.
guess.
I was not expecting that much effort.
So, let's move on and do the history hall.
Aaron's History Hall. The History Hall that is Aaron's.
That is going to be... That is
the
like...
new
In my
bumper
head
for that.
forever.
I'm going to hear that in my nightmares.
I'm gonna fall asleep to that every night. Play on that.
Oh, man.
Oh man, that's terrifying. You're great at the creepy thing, my friend. You're very good at that.
Thank you.
You like that? You like my coat there?
This is cool. This is very fitting.
Closed loop systems incorporated.
Your eyes are
Yeah.
very large.
Dr. Claw, right?
Are they too big?
What's your name? Galaxar? What was?
I don't even remember.
I just have an oddly proportioned face. Every time I do this, I can never get my face to match up with their face.
Oh,
There, is that better?
That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's good.
That's
pretty
good.
good.
That's really good.
Smells like farts in here.
Do you want to lick the moisture off of my filter?
Exhaust tube.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
Wash it down with a can of lettuce.
This movie.
I
This is
didn't know
gonna be
they were
short, 'cause
vampires, but yeah. Anyway.
Are they vampires?
Wait, are
I
they?
think in
There.
the synopsis they're supposed to be.
Sustained by
I mean,
blood.
there's a brief thing about drinking blood.
Yeah, there's a couple lines in there.
They should have one of those people read the synopsis in the movie. Then maybe we could have known what was going on.
That's a good point. You really,
Save
you
it for the
really
podcast.
should. Damn it. Let me tell you about Quartz Vein. All right, Quartz Vein released tomorrow, a year ago, June 22nd, 2021 in the United States. Had a budget of a few dollars.
Not a lot.
That's
Not a
generous.
whole lot. This is definitely a
buy those
micro
sheets.
budget
Really?
film. So keeping that in mind, that'll probably dictate a lot of our conversation. But super ultra low budget film. So some other films released this month or June 2021. We have The Conjuring. The Devil Made Me Do It.
Oh man, The Conjuring. How many of those are there?
Right? 4?
4?
Not sure.
Man,
I've seen the first one. Meh. I'm just not into those kind of movies very much. All right, we have The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard.
Ooh.
What's the sequel of that going to be?
The Hitman's Wife's
Man's
Bodyguard.
wife's
Bodyguard?
Wife's bodyguard.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so complicated. All right, The Ice Road. Did anybody watch that with Liam Neeson?
Oh man,
on,
that's a great Liam Neeson.
It's so bad, but
classic.
it's fun.
Some of those lines, like he does a whole. He's like taking the truck back from the guy driving, and he just dumps like the whole plot in like a fight sequence. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's
I've
great.
never seen anything like it.
It's really dumb. There's like the ice wave thing. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh god. it's terrible.
Werewolves Within. I did not see that, but I think Chris covered that for
That sounds
one
cool.
of his reviews. Sounds familiar.
Oh really? Is that a newer one?
Well, it's
Yeah,
2021.
2021.
Yeah. And Infinite with Marky Mark and I don't know who else.
And the
I
Funky
And the
Bunch.
Funky Bunch.
Marky Mark and the Fuck You Bunch. Is that what he said?
Funky Bunch.
Feel it. Feel it.
Vibrations. All right. Speaking of vibrations, our writer, director, and male lead for this film was Jared Masters.
Ooh.
I
he's
can
got
write a movie.
What's
Did
my
he-
name?
Did he
How
do
many
the
characters do you think he
music
played?
too?
No, he did not.
Definitely
There's a
the
ton of
credit
credits for
song.
musics.
He did
Oh,
all
yeah, he
of the
did
male
that.
characters.
Yeah, that's
and
like
one
a
of the
song
women.
AJ just did. It's like my history hole. One. It's like I'm Jared Masters. He's gonna
That
make
was
a
legitimately my
It
favorite
sounded
part
like
of the
him,
movie.
didn't it?
He's a
Movie
master of the
Batgirl.
Jareds.
Yeah, he's a Renaissance man. Everybody, he's just doing it all.
Yeah, now this guy's, you know, this reminds me a little bit of my brother. Like he's just trying to do his thing and have fun doing it, and obviously super low budget stuff. But he's done 20 films so far.
Wow,
His
20?
first
That's
first film was
crazy.
called Climate Tarzan, like climate Tarzan, not like climate like
Oh,
Ocean's Rising. Like climb. You can't see my hand motions I've been
Climb
doing
it
because
up.
I can't see my hands. I meant climbing, like the ladder in the back of Spiv's
oh
picture
my
right now.
god. Too funny.
AJ, you can reduce this. This is really awkward.
Yeah, you don't like
having
being
me
on the
full
screen the whole time.
Oh,
I wasn't
thank
sure
you.
how
I
to make
have
that
to
happen.
myself.
Actually,
I looked up and I was like, Jesus. All right.
no pressure there.
Yeah, that was his first film. And Spiv, I'm gonna need you to pronounce his newest film that he's working on. It's called
Yes, sir.
Nightgown.
Nightgown.
Do it your sultry, disgusting way.
This movie's called Nightgown.
There you go. There you go. Now say negligee.
Negligee.
Cantaloupe.
I can't elope when you're wearing your nightgown negligee.
Okay, good job.
Gross.
All
I've been a
right.
voice actor, I think. There.
We need somebody who sounds like literal scum on a subway. I love you. I've got just the guy. All right, our cinematography was by Lyle Stratton, who did Roller Junkies, and is currently
Really?
filming.
There was a
Spiv, what's the name of the new
cinematographer.
film?
I was really convinced that this guy shot most of it himself.
Nightgown.
With a
Because
hand.
I could see
He
him
did. He
holding the
did.
camera.
He was talking
Okay.
about another movie.
Oh, his other one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The follow-up to Roller Junkies.
yeah. This guy did most of this handheld.
I think
with the
he
camera.
did it most of himself because it was pandemic times, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So we got to give him some credit for that.
Yeah.
Our editor, who deserves some credit for craftfully cutting in a lot of stock footage, who's only worked on Jared Masters films, is TJ Basara, which I have a feeling is probably a pseudonym for Jared Masters.
The J stands for Jerry.
Look for the J.
So much stock
Quartz
footage.
vein. All
All
right.
the editing, man.
Yeah, this guy also did 2 other films besides all the Jared Masters films. Or actually, no, I guess one is a Jared Masters film. Amethyst from 2016.
Ooh, prequel.
And then 2017, White Slaves of K-Town, starring Diana Prince, a.k.a. Darcy the Mail Girl, and Andy Dick.
Oh, God.
Andy Dick.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah,
He was arrested.
Wow.
for making that movie because it's so bad, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably. I don't think we'll be watching that one anytime soon.
Jared also has other films like, let's see, we have Ballet of Blood.
Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah, he does have somebody doing some, half decently fun covers. And Slink.
That's interesting.
Slink, huh? Is that a
I'm
horror
liking the
movie?
cover.
It's the sound the purse makes when you close it. Little snap. Slink.
Squink.
I don't know what else that would be. I don't know.
Me either.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure where that fits in. Boom. All right. So just one other quick thing I wanted to mention. In the credits, there's a bunch of the director wishes to thank credits for things, and some of these people are interesting. Stephen Hawking, Jack Hill, Miranda July. I'm not familiar with her. David Letterman.
Oh, really?
Elon Musk, Gary Newman, Tom Shattuck, and Jerry Springer.
It's just random people he's thanking.
All right.
It's inspiration
That
for
is
the
such
movie.
an odd
a really weird list, right?
Yeah, that's quite a list.
I don't understand
All
it.
corners of the world there. Maybe he's just tweeting.
He's trying to get a free ride to space.
Oh man.
He's gonna shoot these movies out of space and have them burn on entry. Say my name, NASA. All right,
I'm curious what his other movies are like.
I'm
have to
sure
watch
there's
it.
similar quality.
I'm
Looking
not.
at some of the, I looked through clips and some videos, and they all look very similar in quality. This is somebody who's doing this for fun. I don't really see this as
Yeah.
a money grab attempt per se, but maybe we'll have to talk about that. And on that note, AJ, it's time for the rabbit hole.
Here we go.
These are getting
What?
Everyone's gonna hate me by the end of this.
more
night
and more
tonight.
creepy.
It sounded like King Diamond.
My daughter said it was cute, AJ.
Yeah,
You liked
that's a
it.
good
I thought it was
criticism.
cool.
like
Nice
that.
job.
Thank you.
All right, here's our movie. This is really
Movie.
the only cover I could find anywhere. I didn't see any other ones. But it was written, directed, starring this guy, Jared Masters.
There he is.
Surprise.
That's an
Quite the
album.
shot.
Aaron, that's your
an
nickname in
album?
high school.
Really?
Yeah,
Aw.
that's his album. Lukewarm
way.
Wait,
Surprise.
Spit, what does that mean? It's like if they're surprised it was
It
lukewarm,
just
or
sounds
what?
like it just sounds
it
like a
multiple?
euphemism for something.
Yeah. and
What?
not
I'm
anything
not gonna
good.
say. It's not
Lukewarm
good
is
though.
definitely the right word. Oh, man.
And here's the Roller Junkies movie
Nice.
that he did, which
Boy.
hey, it could be fun, you know.
It might be. Yeah.
It could be.
And then
She's got
this
no
was
choice.
another one that he did called Psychedelic Nudes, which it
I
looks
think
like
we
some
saw
of the
clips of this one.
I think some of the footage that we saw in this was actually from this movie
That makes sense.
he recycled. Yes, because it was very
the
different,
dancing scenes.
very very different,
We should watch it and compare.
right?
For research purposes.
He is currently or just recently was crowdfunding for his next
What's it
movie,
called,
the
Spiff?
Nightgown.
The nightgown.
Yes. A fresh and beautiful take on the classic vintage slasher film. And he didn't make his goal quite, but I think this guy can do a lot with a little bit of money, so I
Yeah.
think
That's
he'll
a-
be
oh, yeah.
fine.
That's a lot of money for 13 backers.
It is.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's
true.
pretty good.
And he has like 23 Indiegogos that he's done. He did one for Roller Junkie, so I mean he made that movie on just a little over 3,000, and he only asked for 5,
Now, this is a lot of pressure on Chris.
right?
Yeah, really.
But he's got a lot that are marked anonymous.
No one wants to be associated with
I
it.
guess I don't know what it means.
That's
Or it's
Elon
him.
Musk and Stephen Hawking. And
Yes.
Miranda July's dropping money.
And I mean, crowdfunding has been really great for some smaller features like Anna Melissa and the Babadook, but it can also lead to scams like this thing, this monstrosity, the Dragonfly
awesome.
Future Phone. There's supposed to be umlauts above the O on Future
Future
Phone, but I
Future
didn't
phone,
put them
sure.
in there.
The Dragonfly Future Phone.
I like
Yeah.
the touchpad. It's nice.
It looks
Yeah.
cool. Is that a separate 2 screens flip out? Is
I
that
think
what?
Yeah,
they
and you can
separate, looks like,
disconnect
yeah.
them, and
Wow.
there's a flip up little phone thingy with it.
I like the little recycle bin in the picture.
And it cost
so
only
confused.
$799 and
Not that bad.
with just a $200 deposit from their backers. They made quite a bit of money. This is just one of the campaigns. This isn't even the
wow.
amount of money that they fully raised from all their investors.
It's like Windows 8 on one screen and Android on another.
Yes.
Like that.
Dual
And then they
operating
share
system.
one
And
keyboard.
the guy who was putting all this on was sentenced in November of 2020 to 8 years of federal prison and to pay $5.7 million of restitution for wire fraud and mail fraud and
never gonna get mine.
defrauding thousands and thousands of people of a product that never existed.
It's
so-
crazy. There's so much of
Very
that now.
crazy.
Kickstarter, that happens
Fraud.
all the time too. Like that.
Oh yeah. But
that's
this
part
was
of
one
it.
of the first big ones where those platforms were like, okay, we need to have a little bit better vetting process for
Yeah.
especially
Step it up.
tech stuff.
Yeah,
It's
I
crazy.
bet like 20% of it actually gets to
Mm-hmm.
production. It's a lot harder than people think to get that stuff made.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It,
truly.
it bugs me when like real companies go on there and or use
Yeah,
it
they
just
have,
to
like,
sell
millions
their
of dollars
thing.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buy our
Well,
thing.
I mean,
Crazy
they
world.
had to make their stock
'Cause
holders rich.
Didn't
instead
a bunch of people shit
shareholders.
on like Zach Braff for trying to crowdfund a movie or something? There was some
Probably.
famous actor that tried to crowdfund a movie, and everyone's like, "You pay for it."
Right.
We're not giving you money.
No.
It's like when the college I graduated from always sends me things like donate to us, and I'm like, I'm still paying my loans.
Exactly.
I'm not giving.
Exactly.
That's how it
Oh
works,
my god, I
Rebecca.
hate that.
The best is when you
wanna
haven't graduated
mail 'em
yet and they
back.
still ask you for money. As you're walking down the aisle. It's like, just deposit here.
All right, you pay off my loans, and then I'll give you
Then
a
we'll
donation.
talk.
How about that?
It's crazy. I heard
keep
of
those
Thaddeus
endowments going.
Stevens froze tuition again for the second year in a row.
Good for them.
Yeah, it's like
good.
that's pretty honorable.
That's like a little.
It's going up
local
here in
school.
Iowa.
Yeah, it's going up everywhere. All right, well, thank you, Lindsay. That was awesome. Let's move on, and we're going to talk about the movie in just a moment.
Patreon. Whoa! Join the Patreon. $2 a month and you get some stuff. Whoa! Patreon. Hey everyone, go to patreon.com/badmovienightshow and sign up for $2 a month. You get access to the weekly pre-show as well as other bonus podcasts and videos. Patreon.com/badmovienightshow.
See, now I'm disappointed, AJ. There was no AJ spin on that one.
Oh, I was waiting for it. I was
Yeah, you
waiting.
could have been like,
Whoa, everybody.
AJ is here.
All that stuff prior took me like 3 days. So.
Oh, I'm sure. There's a lot of animation and crap in this.
But tonight, man, I'm pumped. We're going to talk about Quartz Vein.
Go Rocks. Yeah.
Right? Rebecca.
I don't know. Are we?
That was the last
What did you
silver
think?
bullet I mined.
Of the Quartz Vein.
I was both bored and confused at the same time.
I saw that
And I
movie.
think because I was confused, I got even more bored. And then I just had no idea what was happening, nor did I care what was happening.
I'm hearing big fan over there. Big fan.
I heard big fan too, AJ.
Yeah.
Movie of the year.
Super fan.
Yeah. All right. Spiv, what did you think?
I was very confused, but I found it very entertaining. So, not boring at all. I have no idea what happened at the end, but I was
like
on
your-
board.
Your Tinder review that you got last week.
You were there, Aaron. You'd know.
I know.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Lindsay, what did you think?
I was very bored in a lot of spots in this movie. There were a few things where the first time they did it was kind of interesting, but then they kept doing it and kept doing it and kept doing it. And for a movie that was less than an hour and 20 minutes, it felt so long. I paused
at one
it and I'm
point.
like, there's 40 fucking minutes left.
I stopped it at the exact same spot. So, like, this has to
Like,
be
just
almost
let
done.
it, just let it end. Just let it end. And it never did.
Release me.
He's got to get to the party.
Gotta get to the party.
Gotta get that dancing on. You gotta get your
Big
dancing on.
fan. Big fan is what I'm hearing.
I heard a massive fan. Yeah, that man, 3 in a row.
All right, Aaron, what did you think of Quartz Vein?
I'm gonna try really hard not to shit all over this piece of shit. This is a ultra micro budget film. Dude obviously is trying to do something
Oh yeah.
interesting.
Oh, yeah.
It has its moments. It's a slog because I don't really know what the point of the story is or anything either. I really struggle with that. And somebody just said in the comments, like, you have to watch the trailer to even have a clue what the movie's about.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great
Exactly.
observation.
Yeah.
Because it is really it's just scenes strung together, and I'm not really sure. It feels like some kind of crazy drug trip movie, but at the same time, there's monsters in the future and has something to do with gold. And halfway through the middle movie, they decide to do different voice narration or something. He switches to "I'm Duke Nukem." All of a sudden, right? That wasn't the whole movie, right? I thought
No,
took some
it
weird
was
switch.
there was a distinct change. I think
Yeah.
it was weird.
And I don't
There's
know
a
what that's
shift.
supposed to mean. I'm really confused by this film.
Big fan.
Loved it. Absolute masterpiece.
Yeah, this movie was a piece of shit. But
Oh my god, dude.
I loved it. Like, this guy has so much passion for what he was making
Yeah.
and put
Yeah,
so much
for
time.
sure, for
Some
sure.
of these lines in here are
they're
so
so
funny and
bad.
so absurd.
Yes.
Like, I'm just laughing my head
I
off
only
watching
laughed
this.
at one line.
You
And it
know
was
the
when
absurdity of it.
I couldn't even with this one. I was just like I was just struck by how I don't know, this thing it left me a little speechless at times because I'm just like, I don't understand what's going on and I don't know why a person would do this.
There's definitely a lot of abstraction happening in this movie.
Yes,
Yeah.
which I'm sure he had a clear understanding of what he was trying to do, but he did not do the best job at conveying that.
No,
I think it was
fair.
the editing. It was so jarring at times.
Yeah.
It didn't make any sense. Like, he'd be in the desert, then he's in the trees, and then it's cut to some stock footage, and then we're in front of that black tarp
But we'll get into that though. For a micro budget
with
film,
the little skeleton hands.
this wasn't just shot in a single room type of deal. Like, there's some stuff
I know.
there that
I
took
get
effort
the budget,
and
but,
time.
but the editing killed this movie for me.
For me, I felt the story the most. But yeah, I'm sorry, AJ. You were kind of saying a little bit about what
Yeah,
you felt
sorry.
about it before we get into
Yeah,
the
I thought it was
full-on
great. I just thought it was fun.
show.
Had a lot of passion. You know, there was a lot of silliness. Like, the stock footage is like sometimes the best part of the movie. It's just like, man,
I'm waiting for
drone
David
shots are amazing.
Attenborough's like narration to come in.
Yeah, it was
And
fun.
the
I
ounce.
enjoyed it.
Here we
And
have
there's
the
lots of
ounce.
he's definitely like a fan of certain types of movies and stuff, which he
Yeah.
interjects in here in fun ways. Yeah, I'm really pumped to talk about it. I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, the line I laughed at was where the evil guy is telling the one girl about some mythical city. He's like, "It doesn't even exist. Believe me, I've been there." That was the only line I laughed at.
Yeah,
There's
that's
some good
dumb.
lines in here.
Uthian
Oh.
or something, right?
What's that?
Something like I can't remember.
Is that
what
the
it
city
was.
name? Uthian or
Guys,
Utopia or something?
I'm getting some kind of strange video feed coming.
Oh,
in.
shit.
Oh shit! What is the? What is
Oh,
this?
shit.
All right. This is Chris, and I'm live on location at the Quartz vein. Look what I've discovered. Where is it? The elusive quartz. And you know what, guys? What I have to say about this? It rocks. It rocks.
Chris live from the campsite somewhere, mining some gold, possibly.
Watch out for the vampires.
I'm just a gold miner.
And I love
Working for them.
how he shot most of it straight up his nose.
He always does.
Oh man!
I
like
thought
the
that was
times when
weird
he
until I look at the
crawling through
pictures
the
I send my
sewer,
kids, and I
too.
realize I do it to them too. And I'm always like,
For all of our
thing.
audio listeners who haven't seen this movie and kind of want a flavor of like some of these lines, I pulled the opening sequence where we get the
Oh,
first line of the
God.
movie,
Mm.
and this sets the tone. Here, I'm gonna play this for you.
What do you want? I'm just an anonymous untag seeking asylum.
What is an untag?
An anonymous untag.
there's a lot of
Anonymous
dialogue in this
untag.
film that has no explanation whatsoever.
It's so funny.
just
though.
supposed to
It's all
sound.
like
Well,
that.
and that's
It's
the
all
thing.
like
That can work. That can work to have jargon that the audience doesn't understand, but you have to have the world building behind it to back it up.
You don't open your
true.
movies with those
It's
things.
very thin.
No!
Very thin world building here.
I'm going to say these lines that are really awkward to say out loud, and they should have stayed on paper.
Or they should be relative to something in the real world. Like if you look at Fury Road, there's a lot of jargon that's particular to that world, but you get what they're saying.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
In
This
this
is like
movie, you're like, what the fuck
Girl
does
in a
that
desert.
mean?
Action movie music.
It's all
Steven
just
Seagal
like-
should be here somewhere.
All for laughs. All for
Yeah.
laughs. I got
Well,
one more.
Is
This
that
where
that's,
we
is
get-
that the thing? Is it supposed to be just comedy at that point? Like
I
the
think
acting
so.
is
I think
supposed
he's
to be
trying
bad.
to make it
Yeah, it's
comedic,
listed
yeah.
as
So
comedy
over the
horror.
top.
Makes sense. It is way over the top. Here's the introduction to our main character.
Today's the day.
There he
What
is.
year is
Lots
this?
of one-liners.
It's
I
supposed
thought-
to be 2049.
decade.
Yeah.
He's driving this like 70s Oldsmobile.
Hey, they
They're-
were
they're-
built to last.
I called him Power Man 500.
Yeah, what did you think of our prospector and his prospecting skills here?
Oh man.
He was good at swishing
I'm pretty
that
sure that's
dirt.
not how
You
you
see
do
some of
it.
this? No, that's not how you
He's
do
just
it. You
losing
like,
all the gold.
dig rocks.
He's
That's
looking
what he's
for
going
it
after,
down the
right?
river.
He's
It was
looking for
gold,
big
right?
pieces of gold.
I was confused
Look
if
where the
that was
water's
like.
pouring through there. It's gonna wash all the small pieces out.
With the
He's
with the
apparently
movie.
never been to any kind of amusement park where they have like the panning for.
prospector.
Jeez. Buy the bag of rocks and
God,
then,
we always had to
boy.
do that.
I got
Such a
gold.
waste.
No, you didn't. It's painted gold with spray paint.
It seems pretty thin. Like he sets up camp in an embankment,
Yeah.
and he's eating. Do you guys remember the scene where he's
The
eating his meal?
lettuce.
He's eating a
canned
can of
lettuce.
His single leaf of lettuce is his meal. It's like, what is this movie? You know?
That
And
sets
why
the
does he
tone.
have to play games with every person he meets?
Oh, the
don't
dice
know.
game sequence.
He
dice
played
game. Oh,
cards
like
with
that?
the girl too.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
plays cards. Remember
Yeah.
this? Yeah.
I was waiting for him to do rock paper scissors for something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everything is like a bartering game kind of system.
Yeah.
It seems.
Queen of
That's how it
Towers.
works in the future.
Four princes of gestures. And then she fixes the car and then gets attacked by bees.
Immediately.
So she has to get injected
Bees.
by blue milk.
Blue milk.
Yeah.
They
See,
need the
you guys
blue
are
milk
laughing at
injection.
this. This is
Yeah, here.
This is
it
so
accomplished its goal.
ridiculous.
It's
Oh no!
ridiculous.
we definitely got it, but
got its goal. Yep, I think this is what he's shooting
it's
for.
definitely a send up of a particular type of film.
Yeah. It's very much too. He's like constantly just running into random characters that you usually don't even push the story footage. Like this one, this girl he runs into.
Yeah, she's not even in the movie.
Beast. Yeah, and then
she comes
dies.
and fixes the probe.
She does.
The mind probe.
That's what
after she comes back from the blue milk. Because how long does he say the blue milk is going to keep
An
her?
hour, and the movie's about an hour. So.
I know, and then she comes back in like halfway through the movie. I'm like,
So that's the other. Is the time in this like in real time? Because it feels.
It might be.
It
might be.
Yeah, it could be.
He
What do you think
would
about
have that kind of integrity.
There's so many
This is
loot
a
scenes.
serious film.
Like they do this scene where she's like repairing his car as part of the barter, and it's all just like shots of her ass. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's like
It's
slow
just like-
pans.
Just zoom in,
Yeah.
close-ups.
Is that supposed to
yeah.
be from Transformers? Someone said that before. It's like a Transformer.
Oh, he kind of does look like
Yeah,
the
it's
Megan
Megan
Fox.
Fox. Yeah.
But there's
fixing
so
the
much
car.
of that in this movie too. Like anytime he has a chance, it's like
Yeah.
thrown into it.
Well, that one lady who plays all the other characters. There's that slow pan up with a little too tight pants.
This movie.
Now, Chris would have the clip, AJ.
Yes,
He
come
would.
on.
He would.
I probably
He'd
do,
have
but
played
there's,
it
like,
5
100
times
clips
by
right
now.
there. I gotta like run through them.
That'd be the only clip he
It'd be
has.
super zoomed in too, so you wouldn't know what the hell you're looking at.
And then the language that are they mutants?
They're vampire mutants, right?
Vampire mutants speak. It's like a
Well, I
mixture.
thought they were like aliens.
Yeah, I thought they were alien mutants.
Is
were
it like
They
Here,
don't
let me
Pig
see. I got.
It
I'll
was
probably
like
call them vampires.
I think I got a clip of the vampire talking here.
Okay.
Let's take a look real fast.
Let me look at you. Feel your aura.
Please, let me go. I haven't done anything to you.
Please let me
Please,
go.
That actually
Let
must
me
have
go.
done anything to you.
But when they speak in their own language, it sounds like a mix between Jabba the Hutt and Gungan.
Gungan?
The subtitles
the
go
fuck is a
past so
Gungan?
fast.
Like Jar Jar from
Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, Jar Jar
No,
Binks.
it's the bad guy from Inspector Gadget. The voice was actually by
Not that
Donna.
voice when they talk in the language. It's what it
Oh,
sounds
yeah.
like.
So that voice was Donna Lee Heising. I don't know who she is.
Donna?
Huh.
She's good at talking like this. Talking like this.
What did you think of the cave?
Cookies.
The choice
We
to
like
film in
cookies.
You mean
Let's
the
talk about the
room
cave.
with
The room.
canvas on the
black
wall?
tarps. It was better than the
Interesting
room
choice.
with the tablecloths hanging up.
I mean, come on, there's some
Tiny
funny
little
elements here.
skeleton
And that's a
Where does this light
that's like a
come
bed
from?
rail.
That made the movie for me, frankly, when they cut to the scene. It's just black sheets. It's supposed to be the cave. It's just so bad. It's so
And
bad.
she talks to the spider. At least you're my friend.
Oh, don't bite me.
You're just like the
Oh,
rest of
man.
them.
So she gets captured, and he's like somehow related to her or something like that. 'Cause
He
he's
has
trying
a
to rescue
he has
her,
a
right?
vision.
But
has
she's
a
like
vision?
she's 3 or 4 different people.
She's the
Right?
daughter of the president, Lindsay.
Daughter of the president.
The youngest daughter of the president. But, he has a
course
vision,
he
like a
is.
dream that he's always had, and it's leading him to this cave where the girl is kept.
What is this device supposed to do?
It's a tracking device.
Yeah. Did you see that cell phone with the little wire
Well, how's
attached
he
to it?
powering
Duct
it?
tape or whatever that was.
The guy has a can of lettuce to eat. That's all he has to eat.
Can
but he
we
has
talk
this
about his
fancy tracking
gun?
device.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk
The
here. Let me
little
play the gun
plastic
scene real
cap gun.
His
fast.
gun.
Oh,
His
again,
that is a
editing.
cap gun.
The editing.
Doesn't even try to hide the fact that it's a cap gun.
No,
either.
not at all. I love it.
Oh, man, what a movie! And this movie, like the transitions are all this like beautiful drone footage that they got, like that he bought.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Stock footage stuff,
I-
yeah.
Do you think they bought it or was it filmed?
There was
no,
a
they
couple
bought it.
that looked like they did.
It feels
They-
Because there
like
was that
probably
It
one
looks like
tunnel one.
California. Oh, they
And
when
it
they
was
kept
like
going
the-
deeper into the mine.
Yeah, and
He
it
has,
it
like,
was
the
a
rap
little
footage,
shittier
too.
than the other stock footage. So I figured.
Well, that's just it. Yeah, that you take this high resolution stock footage and shove it in with the other
Right?
stuff, and it all feels so
Does not-
disjointed.
Yeah.
So what's the story here? Because we got like these mutants that are running around, and then we have like
What's the
he's like a
story?
vampire king, right? Are the
Something like
mutants
They're
that.
related to the
vampires?
Gargarax. What was his name?
I don't remember.
Something with a G.
We get
that the
introduced to the
bad
one
guy
on
from
the
the Smurfs?
mountainside. and he kind of has a scuffle for it, and then he does this pretty sweet like finishing move. Check this out.
I guess I now know what a mutant's made out of. Nothing.
It's just a back.
I like to talk like this.
Well, there was nothing in it because there's no one else in the movie. He's the one that has to wear that mask.
It's a subterranean slime beast.
It's pretty funny. Like, man, what a weird movie.
Man.
No, I think this is definitely a movie that benefits watching it with other people because
Yes, it
I'm
was more
laughing
fun.
at
Yeah, it
stuff
was more
that
fun.
was annoying the shit out of me when I was watching it by myself.
Yeah.
Well, it's because after like 5 minutes,
you don't have
need a
anyone to
break.
go like, are you seeing this?
Exactly, exactly. It's definitely a group project.
I think my favorite character was Lippy
Project.
McGee.
Lippy
Who is it?
McGee.
The old
What the
man.
hell's
The
Lippy
old
McGee?
man
Oh,
who
That's
stole
his
his
name.
He's great.
Oh my god.
Oh, this scene, AJ.
Yeah, that's the
That
dream
scene
sequence, right?
with the music. The background music was in a totally different key than what she was playing
Yes.
on her
Was she playing the
ocarina or
Jurassic
whatever
Park
it
thing? I
was.
forget the hell she was playing there.
Oh,
Yes,
my
it
God.
was
It's like-
painful. So
yeah.
I
dissonant.
pulled
wanted
a
to mute it.
line. I pulled an old man line. This is like one of the old guy he runs
You mean
into.
Lippy McGee?
AJ
Lippy
like a
McGee.
good old
I
man.
thought this was really fun. This is one of his comebacks too.
You's tinkering around my claim, stealing my profits.
Settle down there, Zoomer.
Zoomer.
Zoomer? I didn't catch that.
That's what Gen Z will become once they're old.
Exactly.
What is all the ADR? Past that point, go like this.
Yeah, the whole scene was totally
But
badly
everything past that
overdone,
point starts doing that. Everything else is
I'm wondering if he lost audio at some
Something.
point.
I
To be
think
fair,
the-
he's
the
acting,
creek-
filming, like he's doing it all.
the
No,
creek was too loud.
Because like a majority of the shots in this are of just one person, and that one
Yeah.
person is usually him in
Yeah.
whatever costume. Because he's the main character, he's the one lady, and then he's all a bunch of mutants.
He's the mutants,
and
yeah.
He's the Egyptian guy. He's a bunch of them. So I mean,
the
he had to
Egyptian
go
guy at the party, yeah.
set up his camera,
Yeah.
and then
Exactly.
run off, and then
Yeah.
run through
There are
the
scenes
shot, and then go get the camera and move it, and
lot
go
of work.
back. And it's a lot
It's a
of
lot.
work. It is.
It's pretty impressive. There's scenes where he's holding it next to his face, and you can see it in the
Yes.
reflection of
Yeah,
his glasses.
yeah.
I think I have
Yeah.
one. Let me play it real fast.
No desire. It does nothing for me. Quite the contrary. I don't even have a billion to my name. Don't you know currency is a thing of the past?
You can
could
see
just-
the person recording him
Yeah.
reflected in his
It's
goggles.
him.
He's
Yeah.
just holding the camera like on a stick.
That was world building, guys. World building.
I'm sure he shot a lot of footage out there by himself, just saying
Yeah.
different lines in different ways and holding the camera differently, just
And he
figuring
just
out what he
took
could
the best
get.
Yeah.
cuts.
Because
You
there's
think it
lots
was
of
all
like
like
walking
Sorry, go
footage
ahead.
of him. There's tons of walking footage. Like he's
Oh,
just
him
walking
going through
in all
that
these different
tunnel, yeah.
places. And then
some of those
reusing it
places
and
were
going
pretty
back.
cool though.
They
I'll
were,
say
yeah.
that.
There was some state park in California. For
Yeah.
sure.
Is that what
Oh, was it? Okay. I was
It
wondering about
looked
that.
like
That's
it.
pretty
Yeah.
sweet.
It's free to shoot there, right?
I don't know.
That's true. I guess you could.
Is there a clip of the CG tumbleweed?
Oh my god.
No, I do not have
Oh.
the CG tumbleweed.
Oh, I forgot about that.
It just
Got
moved
so
across.
wavy.
It didn't roll.
Oh man, this movie, man, this was
This
something.
movie. There it is.
It's the
Oh,
crystal
crystal
ball.
ball scene.
The
Spine
props,
on 'em.
some of the props
Ah.
are hilarious too.
It was our new hologram series.
They have that little like $5 massage thing that you could get at like
Oh
Walmart.
yeah,
yeah.
the brain
The
scanner
brain
thing.
From Bed Bath and
Yeah.
Beyond.
Bed
The
Bath
brain
and Beyond.
probe. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
He uses it himself later in the movie to get high.
No, it gets rid of the mind control. And there's the
Oh, there's
scenes
some
from
of
the
that
other
fun
movie.
footage.
Those are from the other movie, definitely.
You got
Oh, man.
boobies.
Mm.
Boobies.
Yeah. this
What
movie was
what
something.
happens there? Where is he at?
He's at the party.
But it's
What
a
party,
virtual
though?
party.
It's a
So, I
virtual
mean,
party.
He, did,
He thinks he's going to a
yes,
real party.
It's a
but it's a
Zoom party.
virtual party. I
How
mean,
does he
he,
access the virtual party?
through the probe, the
control.
mind probe.
Yeah.
Through the
But
massager.
it was kind of it's a smart idea. You want to shoot a movie and there's a party scene, but you can't have a bunch of people in the room. So, it's
no, it's-
futuristic. We're going to a party
Right.
in our minds, kind of thing.
It's just like
It's
Demolition
extremely
Man.
creative. I'll
Yeah.
give him that. Like it really is.
Why are you
Season
wearing a
episode
pilgrim
funny,
hat?
the mix of footage with like them just against a wall, you know, in scene, and that
With-
party
with-
scene.
They
man,
had 2 plants.
that was a long party scene.
It
That went
was
on
It's
for
way
a
too
while.
so
Really
long.
I think that was the hardest part of the movie was getting past the party sequence.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, and he pepper sprays poor Lippy McGee.
That's true. He does pepper spray
Lippy.
him after the party.
He's like, what are you going to do? Pepper spray me? That won't do anything.
I pulled this great clip of the actress delivering some more of her fantastic lines. I'm gonna play it real fast.
I'm sorry, my father's the Antichrist. And I know he's not doing very much for your community. It wasn't easy living in a house of lies and power showboating. But I did my best, and at least wanted to try. To have a better life in whatever lands loom with much less grog. I'd always believed it was my birthright to run free beyond the dome just to see what life could be.
Just like, what is
the
going on in this
It
movie?
even rhymes.
It
One of
did.
those poems a kid reads in high school, and everybody's
Her
like,
deliveries are terrible in this movie.
But she did it
I'm
on purpose. though.
sorry.
Yeah, it
That
must
was
have
like-
been on
Father's
It was-
the Antichrist.
it
I
was
was
the
supposed
bimbo-
to remember my lines, but I forgot. And I
Bimbo
cannot
daughter
be
of the
held
president.
responsible for not knowing my lines.
So yeah, our main character gets invited to this party through one of the traders, right? Isn't he? He gets like a flyer or something. But
Fuck
then he
if I
realizes-
know.
Yeah,
AJ,
the
you tell
girl
me.
the girl that fixed his car gave it to him.
And they know he's coming, right? So this is supposed to
Because
be
it's
his
really
plan.
a trap.
It's
Yeah.
a trap.
They're
Because
waiting.
then that leads to like a situation on the roof where we get this sweet vampire death
Where
confrontation.
oh yeah,
scene.
where one's
Before
at
that-
daytime and one's at nighttime.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, this is so
Stuff.
weird.
Yeah, what was this? They're like in different places.
There
It's
we go,
nighttime
night and
there.
day.
But then like it would cut back to the cave where he's smashing that gold thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nice.
Well, there's a
Before-
part of the story where the bad guy with the cloak and everything, he's talking about how he remotely changed the main guy's DNA with an app.
It was. I wrote it down.
Yeah.
What the? Because he was like some royalty. He was like a prince or something. I
He was
don't
the
know.
Prince of Hollywood.
That's right.
But,
Is that what it was? The Prince of Hollywood?
Something like that.
Cloud-based,
Then he had, like, this,
non-consenting DNA editing.
Mm.
Well, he had like a queen vampire character that was like his sidekick, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she was
with the
alive for 400
eyebrows.
years. The eyebrows lady.
Yeah. Here, check this out. I got a really good
She's the
line
one
on
that
her,
talks
too.
about drinking blood. She used
Yes,
to drink
yes.
blood of the
I
virgin.
think that's.
okay.
I
I
think
have
that's
that.
how they stay alive.
Here you go. I have the line.
I'm just a slave like all the others. It used to be thrilling, sucking down pints of virgin blood and all, but my soul, it's restless.
Soul? What soul?
My soul is restless.
Apparently, you can just put your soul in a bottle.
It's pretty cool.
That's where I keep
Oh,
mine.
man.
And then hand it to a lady in the desert.
First,
not
he
a
said he
basis for
uploaded
government,
it in
alright?
the cloud. I uploaded her soul to the cloud.
Hey, it's Chris.
So is he trying to make a statement here? That's Chris.
We
I
had
don't
some
know.
like really wild musical choices in this too.
Oh, the music.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the Hans Zimmer bass?
It was. Oh
It
my
makes it seem so intense, but it's just an asshole walking into a tunnel.
He's in a gorgeous spot there.
I
That is
had,
really cool.
I had the closed captioning on, and every time a song would come up, it would say quirky jazz music or quirky rock music.
Oh
I
man,
had it on too.
what a movie! Yeah, this was something.
Elephant farting. Brrr.
Not the baby armadillos, AJ.
No, not the baby
Oh my
armadillos.
god, the baby armadillo.
Who wants to get their skull crushed? You or them?
No, not the baby armadillos.
The jig is up, Bonnie.
No more violence.
Ah, cut the mush.
That guy.
One of the
the show.
funniest scenes in the movie for sure.
There's a scene at the end where you can see people driving. You can see taillights in the background of people driving away.
Really?
Well, that he was
They were
definitely like
getting
in his
far away from
driveway.
this
Oh
movie.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like after like the party scene, they were having a hard time like deciding where to put this movie because then he goes to like this maze and he's wandering around.
Yeah.
The
like, to get to
eucalyptus maze.
And there's
to
the
get to
three heads.
Euphora.
They're gonna ask him a
Yeah.
riddle, but then he's like, "No, come on, I'm trying to do this thing for this girl," and they're like, "Oh, okay." It's like that
I
scene in
couldn't
romantic.
think of a riddle.
Yeah, well, that's like that scene in romantic comedies where she's gonna go away on an airplane and he gets stuck at security. Like, no, she's gonna leave. Just let me go. And they're like, "Okay, kid, go." It was
like,
that
that'll
kind of
happen.
thing,
Then you get tackled and tasered by the TSA.
right?
I want to see that in a romantic comedy.
He did pull an SD card out of his eye, though.
That was pretty
That
sweet.
was amazing.
He did.
Look at that. That's how you do it, folks. Can anyone explain
It's not
that
even
scene?
micro
It's
SD.
amazing.
That was
Anyone
the
explain
tracking
that?
chip, wasn't it, or something?
No, it was
Yeah.
his GPS. It was his DNA editing
Yeah.
software.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does
That's
that
why he
have
got
to
new
56
eyes.
gigs?
You got new eyes. So
It's class 10, Lindsay.
he was captured, right, and bit, but he wasn't turned full vampire, right? He was just like
Because
part
they gave.
vampire.
The elixir.
Yeah, she didn't give him the full serum. It was just the
She didn't
elixir.
give him the full
Yep.
serum.
And then she took some for some fucking reason. I have no idea.
Yeah, I was lost at the end there. I was like, what is going on here?
And then just the credits roll.
And done.
This is where the timeline completely fucks with my mind. She's in the beginning. She's being chased down. Is that happening in the
Yeah.
past?
I think
That's the
so.
past.
I don't know.
Then when he sees her playing the flute thing,
That's
a
a
That's
dream.
That's
Yeah,
a
that's a
dream
dream.
sequence. Yeah.
That's the dream.
so realistically in the timeline, she's the one with the crazy eyebrows, like that character, that person.
No,
that
it's the same
instance of her.
actress.
Same
Well, I know
actress.
that.
But there's
But
three
that's like
daughters
her
or something.
progression. She's
Yeah.
normal human, then she's this
No,
vampire
they're different people.
assistant. Are they though?
She has the
Yeah.
power
Because
to
at the
give
end
him-
she takes the serum
Yeah.
too, and then she's.
There's eyebrows version, there's long hair version, and there's short hair version.
But is
Yeah,
that
it's
supposed
all
to be
different
different people?
characters.
They are different
Yeah.
characters. Yeah.
Are we
Yeah.
sure?
Yes.
Yes, we are very
shit.
Long-haired version is the maid assistant of eyebrows, and short hair is the kidnapped president's daughter.
It is confusing for sure.
And the president lives in like a dome that's separated from like the underworld.
I think the plot lives in a dome that's separated.
I think
Yeah.
this movie needs a prequel. I think is what it needs. It explains some of this
Yeah.
plot away.
What would
Well,
you
then
call it, AJ? Fool's Gold.
Full skull.
That'd
You
be a
gotta follow
good
the
name
quartz
for it.
vein, Aaron. You gotta follow the quartz vein to find it.
What does the quartz vein have to do with anything?
Do you ever see
It's
it?
how
entire
he
movie.
finds
No,
the
you
girl.
don't.
I don't think there is
Okay.
any quartz in this movie.
There you
is
go.
there?
That was a question that came
No.
up in the chat here. I don't
Yeah.
remember ever
He
seeing
finds the quartz vein and he goes through the cave.
Yeah.
That's where he finds everybody and they capture him.
Is that before or after the party? I already forget. I don't
That
know.
think
was
it's
before the
before
party.
it, yeah.
Yeah, that's how he tracks from the dream, right? Isn't that how he comes to this conclusion? I believe.
Yeah, something. I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
I pulled a couple lines from
We
the
should
end
watch
where
it again.
he gets his new eyes because I thought this was a pretty good scene.
It's bright as a light, but I can see. I love my new eyes. Must be the most recent model. But you risked your life to save me.
We're all the same.
Thank you. I will ride with you anywhere.
Here, they'll help you with the brightness until your neurons adjust.
But you gave me the transfusion. How are we even out here in daylight?
It's not what you think. I didn't give you the ancient serum. I gave you a rare elixir instead.
It's a rare elixir.
This is like
A
an RPG.
rare one.
You're like, God
And
damn it,
that
now what do I
scene-
have to find?
I took
He's
notes. I
got
still didn't get
he's
it.
got those goggles the whole movie.
Yeah.
The whole
yeah.
movie.
But then she
She
gives
gives
them to
him
him.
back his goggles.
Oh my god.
Or is that scene supposed to be at the very beginning?
Exactly. This is why I
It's
don't
like a
understand the
loop.
timeline in this movie.
Lord.
It is
This
confusing.
movie is so deep.
It's an intentionally confusing
AJ, you
movie.
should teach a class on this movie.
If you dare. Let's see what else is
I
there.
don't know. There's a lot to cover. It was quite the film.
Oh yeah, the part where he secretly films homeless people.
Oh yeah, that was
With
yeah.
the fisheye.
It was
That's
so
a little messed up.
bizarre.
That was so
A little
sad,
bit.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
post-apocalyptic U.S. Los
Yeah.
Angeles.
Man.
Yeah. Do you have any clips from the scene with the lady, the fashion lady?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I do. I got the one where
That's-
where
That
he's
was
calling her
so
in the
bizarre.
car, I believe.
That set
And
was
she's
totally just
like
put
a-
up curtains.
Let me
That's
see.
him
She's
though,
like
isn't
a-
it? It's him.
Yeah,
it's
it's
him.
him.
Drag, right?
Let me see here. Yeah, I think this is it. I think it's where he tips her off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
think it's the
I
same.
didn't understand
yeah,
her
that's the
character.
cave.
Other as like a bridge character.
Well, she's like the ruler of the underworld who works with
she
the
has all
alien
the money.
vampires.
Oh, okay.
Because it was her party.
Yeah.
Man,
Was she even at the party?
what a confusing movie.
It was a
She at
virtual
the
party, Aaron.
Virtually.
Did she attend the virtual party?
Yes.
The,
Yeah,
the
she
virtual
was
party
there.
was hosted at her house.
Yes.
She was there.
This looks like a bad 80s music video.
Does.
Take on me.
There, now no one will notice me when I put this hat on.
Yeah.
He's a pilgrim, right? Yeah, this was something. I don't know. You guys, anything else you want to talk about this movie?
It was something. It was something.
I mean, we touched on the music. It's a lot of like just bass
Yeah.
drop things going on. But it's,
And there's some like silly stuff here. I pulled a sample from earlier in the movie when he's like walking around.
Might be big, juicy ram. Or a nice meaty boar.
That's like the
juicy
video games.
it's like he watched that French movie we just watched.
A nice meaty boar.
The hell is it called? The one with the horses and the
Oh.
shotguns.
I don't
Devil's
remember.
Story.
Devil's
It's like
Story.
Devil's
Oh,
Story
Devil's
music.
Story.
It's
Yeah.
really a lot like Neil Breen, actually. It's just a guy wandering around the desert filming himself.
I'm filming.
Intercut with
Talking about boars.
with drone and purchase footage. Oh man.
It's funny. I mean, you gotta give him some credit for it.
movie,
It's pretty crazy.
It's
Pretty creative.
there's a lot of energy that was
There's-
put into it.
During the
Oh, yeah.
party, the vampire guy, I guess he's a vampire, the mutant, and the fashion lady are like signing a contract or
Yeah.
transferring a deed or something. What was that?
Yeah.
But then he said it didn't matter if he signs it anyways, right?
Said it's void if I think he was giving the girl over to her. 'Cause he's like, you have her body, but her soul is still mine. Kind of, I don't know. It's
He's
Oh
like a
weird.
yeah, that's in
kinda
the trailer too,
character.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Didn't make any sense. Yeah.
What a movie.
What a movie.
Thanks, AJ.
Yeah. You're welcome, everyone. Should we move on and play
You
a
should
game?
put a Jared Masters movie on the wheel.
Oh, we
every
have to do
week.
recommendations first.
Oh, recommendations.
Oh. Yeah, do you want to do recommendations
Classic
first?
Chris mistake, AJ.
That is a Chris
Sorry.
mistake.
That is a Chris mistake. I'm out of order. All right. Let's go around and do recommendations. Rebecca, would you recommend The Quartz Fade?
I'm going to recommend it if you have a group of people to watch it with. On your own, you're not going to have a good time.
You're not gonna make it.
You're going to die.
Just inject yourself with blue milk, you'll be fine. I'll recommend this one, but yeah, same proviso. I watched it with two guys around my age, and we had a good time. But it was bad. It was very bad.
Big fan. Big fan. What do you think, Lindsay?
I'm the same way. Watch this with no less than 3 other people.
Very specific amount. Spiv, you didn't watch it with enough people, apparently.
I had 3 people. Was 3 enough?
No less than
Aaron,
3, in addition to
Okay.
yourself.
Well, I had less than 3. I mean, 3.
How many houses down would that be? Spiv?
You could swim there, Aaron. You could swim there.
So, no, I can't recommend this. I mean, again, I do appreciate that the guy put a lot of effort into it, and I don't want to shit all over micro budget movies.
Nah.
But this one is just, it's gibberish. It has its entertaining moments. Maybe it would be entertaining with more people. I just think it's more fun to talk about in retrospect. I don't know
That's
person
true.
if we'd actually have fun.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's a good
but-
point.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it was interesting to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this movie. It was garbage, but I liked it.
I think you're like the guy from Sesame Street, Oscar or whatever, lives in a trash
Oscar
can.
the
You
Grouch.
just love
I
trash.
was laughing along to this thing. I did watch part of it with Chris, so I got like a jump on it. But man, it was just so absurd and so over the top. It definitely makes me want to see some of his other stuff, and I hope it's as silly and over the top as this was. Honestly,
Oh, I'm sure.
'Cause
'Cause I don't know. I couldn't imagine what a serious film would be like with this guy.
Was this better or worse than Witchcraft 8?
Worse.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
That was somewhat competently made. for witchcraft. Asterisk for a
Had a bigger
witchcraft
budget.
movie.
Yeah.
Well, and
Had a
the
lot
other
bigger
thing
budget.
is, Witchcraft 8 didn't really bore me in a lot of spots. This one was a
That's
struggle.
true. This
It
does
was a
have some
struggle.
boring moments.
Mhm.
I felt like if they had tightened up that dance club scene a little bit better, it could have helped a lot.
Poured some honey on the floor.
Right?
That's all you
Open the
need.
fridge.
Paul Lilienthal, you're never too late for Quartz Vein.
Never too late, my
Quartz
friend.
Vein
Never
is
too late
forever.
for Quartz Vein.
You did miss our discussion, though.
True.
You're actually too late for Quartz Vein. Way to go, Paul.
Well, I think we're about to move on to a game. But before we do,
Oh,
Oh,
my.
Christ.
Chris always roasts all of us when he's not on the show.
That's
right?
true.
And we haven't really roasted him yet.
A little bit.
We roast
A
him all the
little bit.
time on the show, though.
To his
He
face.
doesn't have to go.
That's true. Well, I put together a special reel for tonight.
Cry.
And remembering
no.
Chris.
Let's
I
hear
went
it.
back and pulled some of the old
Remembering
moments
him.
from deleted episodes and some
Oh,
old photos.
Oh, no.
my
I
God.
didn't know that I found.
I can't wait.
And I thought
Oh,
this
this
would
is
be
gonna be
really
good.
good. Here we go.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Bad Movie Night. My name's Chris.
Mark?
AJ. And tonight we watched a movie called Burial Ground. I don't remember any of it, so I was fucking hammered.
Summer nights, the days were long. You and me, we were the only ones.
Yeah, like we were like, there was like a whole epic scene where he's like picking it up and it's slow mo. He's like, "Roar," and he throws it, and the guy's just like,
Sun lit up the boulevard, driving slow dancing.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
You're blowing my mind. Is Chris awake?
No.
Every night must have played that song 100 times. Made our own fire, we were lighter in the summer breeze.
Who would do such a thing?
You both have your eyes closed right now.
Frozen in time, always on my mind. I feel it all.
This lady.
She's not bad.
What is that?
That's the
What
kid.
was that?
That's the kid. That
Was that a
like-
kid?
That's Dario Argento as a
Dear
child.
God, it looked like Mr. Burns in real life. Did you see that fucking thing?
He's Italian.
Play it all back in slow motion.
Fuck! Now I'm pissed. God damn it,
Yeah,
AJ.
we're going there.
We're not watching another Mad Max ripoff again.
I can smell that oil anywhere. That's gasoline. Right. Is that moisture in the air? I think I smell some water. Strike a nose when there's water about.
Sun lit up the boulevard. Vanished to the depths of this valley.
What is your sin, my child?
I'm sick. Sick, I tell you, Father. This horrible.
Child, you must trust in the Lord.
I cannot control my body.
Your urges are not your own, child.
Dancing to records in your bedroom like the 70s. Always on my mind. You
Is that directed by Jared
Rip
Masters?
Chris.
Chris is gonna hate me.
That's so good. I forgot
He's
how
never
chunky
going
he
to
used
miss
to
a
be.
show again.
There's
Oh
so
my
many
goodness.
shots up his nose.
Oh.
Still.
He's all
Yeah,
nose. You see the
pictures,
person, he's all
video,
nose.
both.
It's not the camera playing a trick. He's just all nose.
Oh, man. That was fun. All right, let's move on. Let's play a game.
How do I follow that?
Game time, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind. Try your best to sloppy and your conclusions are unforeseeable. Shall we play?
All right. We are going to dive into the deep world of mining tonight.
Ooh, that looks cool.
Yeah.
That thing's enormous.
It's like stepping out of Alien.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. You ever see the
Getting
tunnel
ready to-
digging
It's like a
things?
50-foot wide saw
Oh, yeah.
blade. Yeesh.
All right. What was the first metal to be mined? Was it gold, silver, copper, or tin?
Bitcoin.
It's
tin,
Metallica.
Tin.
Gold.
I'm going tin.
Wait,
Can you mine
isn't
tin?
tin?
No.
Tin is a.
Tin's
an
an
alloy.
Tin's an element. Tin's an element.
I thought it was an alloy.
I'm going.
Mixture.
I'm going copper.
I'm gonna say silver.
You need copper for bronze, right?
It was copper.
There you go.
Around
really?
8700 BC.
Wow.
Damn.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Which of these lucky phrases comes from mining? Luck of the draw, luck of the Irish, as luck would have it, or to push one's luck?
To push
As
one's
luck would have it.
Push one's luck.
It is luck of the Irish.
Ah,
Some of the
Really?
most successful miners in the gold and silver rush were from Ireland. So they said they had the luck of the Irish behind them.
oh,
That's interesting.
What percent of gold is thought to still be undiscovered?
oh! Didn't
That's a
some
big
country
chunk
just
there.
announce they have some massive? They found like hundreds of tons of worth of gold buried somewhere that they have to mine
They don't have to mine it.
somewhere in Africa.
Is it percentage?
Say like
Yeah, what
60%?
If they mined it all, wouldn't the value drop?
97%.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 75.
2.
It is 80%
Wow.
of
Oh,
gold
wow.
is
That's
still
crazy.
undiscovered. What country has the most crude iron ore reserves in the world? Is it Germany, Australia, Canada, or Russia?
Russia?
Germany.
Australia.
Crude iron. I'm gonna say Canada.
Germany likes the metal.
It is Australia.
Oh wow.
They have massive iron ore mining operations.
That's crazy.
Well, that's why it's all red, right? The
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah.
Yep. Which state boasts the largest open pit mine in the world? Is it Texas, Utah, Arizona, or California?
California.
Utah?
I'm going Arizona.
Say Texas.
It's Lake Mead.
It is Utah. You can
Utah.
see it
Ugh.
from space.
Holy
Damn.
shit.
That's crazy.
Disgusting.
Wow.
Which of these is the rarest mineral in the world? Tanzanite, payanite, larimar, or pudridite?
I can't even pronounce it.
Pudritite.
No.
Just because it's
I
fun
know.
to say.
Isn't that cigarettes?
Tanzanite.
Painite.
It is payanite. 50 to
Whoa.
60,000 a
Yikes.
carat.
Wow,
Holy
that's
shit.
crazy.
What
Yeah.
do you do with it?
You just,
Uh,
you
You
just
look
like
at it,
I-
Aaron. You
yeah.
look at it.
You put it on display.
put it in a cell phone, right?
Sell that shit. Take the 50 or 60 grand per carat.
Oh man.
It's just a
What
rock.
state is the highest producing coal state in the U.S.? Pennsylvania, Wyoming, West Virginia, or Oregon?
Used to be West Virginia for probably. But
Used to
it's
be
definitely not.
Pennsylvania.
Probably
I'm sure.
Pennsylvania was
yeah.
up there. I'm gonna go with Wyoming.
I
I'm going
think-
West
I say
Virginia.
Oregon.
I'm gonna still say Pennsylvania.
It is Wyoming.
Oh wow.
41%
that's
of
a
all
big
U.S.
coal.
coal
Wow.
production. I
That's
think the
nuts.
next closest one was West Virginia, but it was only like 15%.
Wow.
Yeah, question for
Wyoming
you
is
is
way
Is that,
high.
is that the clean coal that they're drilling out there?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Or is that the old dirty coal?
The clean coal.
They take it
The
out
dirty
and then
coal
they
comes
wash
from
it.
West Virginia.
wash
The
it.
clean
Wash
coal
it.
comes
Anthracite.
from Wyoming.
It burns like water.
Burns
Alright.
like water. It's bright like
Now
a light.
you know more about mining.
Nice.
Good game.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Rebecca.
That was
That was a
fun.
great
Yeah.
game. Always love learning about mining.
Disappointed there's no quartz mines.
There wasn't in this movie either.
We gotta wait for the sequel, I guess, or the prequel, right? Maybe we'll get some more answers.
That bullet was from the last silver I ever mined.
Why do I keep talking like this?
Because it's my character.
All right.
It
I
is
think
kind
we'll
of
move on
addictive.
to our next segment, everybody, which is emails.
I suggest we read some listener feedback, sir.
Make it so, number one.
Emails. You tiny little emails. You precious little emails. Where are you?
Last week we checked out Witchcraft 8 Salem's Ghost. Mike DeRosier. Witchcraft 8 Salem's Ghost is a major departure from the first 7 and all following films. Rather than reviving the Will Spanner character, spoiler alert, he died in Witchcraft 7, Judgment Hour, but was brought back from the dead in Witchcraft 9, Bitter Flesh.
Yes! No way!
Yes! Mr. Street chose to make a standalone chapter of the series, which would spawn a saga revolved around Salem's Ghost. However, the series never materialized. The home in the movie appears to be the home from Witchcraft 5, and if so, is the only link to the other movies.
Wow, that's crazy.
How does he know all of that?
He's secretly been funding these movies since day one.
I
He
knew
is
it.
Will Spanner.
They're French Canadians. David Black, OMG's best witchcraft ever so far.
Yeah.
I thought 7 would probably be the best, but this one was great. Will they keep getting better from here? Probably not.
I don't know.
And
Will
hope.
Spanner's coming back.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, if Spanner's coming back, anything's possible.
Spanner's, yeah, he's going to use his powers in this next one. I can
He's gonna remember that he's a warlock.
I have a closet, Rog.
Keep your pants on there. Dave also has alternate title, Witchcraft 8 Salem's Roast.
It's good.
I don't get the connection there. Was there a roast in the fridge? In the infamous scene?
The witch ate it.
The witch was burned.
Wait. Oh.
Professional Amateur Hour says we make Witchcraft series sound interesting. I think so. I'll have to watch number 9. Yeah.
I take that.
Oh.
Yeah.
They should, Troma needs to send us some money.
They would have to
Money
have
they
money.
over there. They have to increase their fee on their streaming service for that.
It would just be Chris getting his money back.
I signed up for the damn thing too.
Oh, that's true.
no.
There we go.
Oh, man. That's funny.
Don't encourage them. Marilyn Knepper, forget checking under the bed for monsters. Check the fridge for Aaron.
What's that? Is that a fat joke?
No, you were in the
you had
fridge.
you're in the fridge character last time.
Oh, the history.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
the history's good.
I'm in your fridge.
I think last week we were talking about when we're done with Witchcraft, what series should we do next? And she suggests the Amityville movies.
Oh man.
Which I think
not-
we wouldn't be able to keep up, I think.
Yeah,
There's too
there's that
many.
new one out. The
There's a
Thanksgiving
new one
just
every
came
other
out.
month.
Jeez.
Paul Lilienthal says we should pick best and worst month for the BMNEs this year. It's an idea.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. I can't even remember. We watched this one.
I don't separate mine by month. But I guess I could.
I'm
June.
interested for some new categories, though. I'll tell you that. I love me some.
Yeah,
new
we
categories.
need some special ones this year.
Fresh takes. Mm-hmm.
And Taylor Ann, she liked the trailer for Quartz Vein. She says next week is going to be a weird but exciting episode.
That's right.
Accurate.
It was weird.
Disappointed, I hope.
It was. It was.
Certainly
was
weird,
weird.
right?
If you'd like me to read your comments, you got to leave them on our YouTube. Go there, search Bad Movie Night, and find Quartz Vein, which you're already on the page if you're watching this. So leave a comment and I'll read it next week.
That's awesome. Thank you, Spib. I forgot to ask, do we have any alternative titles for movies for this one? Anyone come up with anything? Just looking at you, Aaron.
No, I knew Chris wasn't going to be here, and I was going to be the only asshole who wrote alternate titles. So no.
Lukewarm surprise.
Lukewarm That's my nickname.
I'm curious to hear what his album sounds like. I wonder if it's on Spotify.
No.
Lukewarm
Probably.
surprise.
Let's check it out.
I think he has.
Jazz
I think he has a
standards, but when he sings
website.
like this, start spreading the news.
Oh, man.
No, I
I'm
think.
gonna be
I think he does.
part of it.
I think
New York.
Trying to think of
New
what I read
York.
when I was doing the
Sorry.
rabbit hole. I think he does soundscapes.
Oh, really? Abstraction
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
You mean like
huh?
that part with the flute
Like
and then the
ambient?
music that was in a totally different key?
Oh,
I got into some
man.
ambient stuff. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Pretty
something.
interesting.
Pretty interesting.
Dogs are trying to get in.
All right. So typically this would be when we moved on to do the wheel. But
Uh-oh.
I said fuck the wheel.
Oh, no.
It'll be for us tonight.
No, God damn it, AJ.
Yes, I did.
Goodness.
And met it.
It's
I picked
brain
a
dead?
good one. I picked a good one. This is a little gem that was part of a failed episode that did not air because someone
Ooh,
else,
That's a good idea.
Chris, was a little bit too messed up. So, but I thought this movie would be perfect for the show. And this movie is called Despiser from 2003. It is a science
Despiser?
fiction epic.
Despiser.
All right, here. We'll check out the trailer here.
On the razor's edge, between life and death, exists a place where a war is being waged for the future of your mortal soul.
What's going on here? Who are you guys?
What is this place? Sure isn't Kansas anymore.
Their enemies are fierce. Their survival uncertain. They battle evil to save your soul. From writer-director Philip Cook of Invader and Beyond the Rising Moon comes Despiser.
Despiser thinks you know a way out.
There is no way out! Listen to yourself. You sound like a crazy person. Everybody here is dead!
You never know what you're gonna find. What is it?
There's your face.
That was a long trailer.
Oh boy.
happened?
Oh boy.
What is that?
Yeah, we are in for it.
Oh
everybody.
my!
I hope
Is
you're
that an
pumped.
entirely green screened movie?
That CG is from
Yeah,
like
it's
like it.
1994.
Yes, the CG looks awful.
Oh
the
my
movie's,
ridiculous.
the movie's from
God.
2003. Oh boy.
It's gonna be fun, everybody.
Yikes.
It's gonna
It'll
be
be
wow.
something.
Is
It'll
it
be
on
Can you
Tubi
watch it on?
or-
It is
yeah.
on Tubi. It is on
Okay.
Tubi right now. They
Tubi
they
is
put it on.
great.
Yeah.
They have
We
so
got
much,
everything.
So
Yeah.
much stuff on there.
It is a bit of an
Including this
epic,
movie.
just to warn you. It's a little long.
Oh,
But
no.
Oh, is it
no,
3
how
hours?
long?
Oh, it's an hour 45.
Oh my,
Oh my God.
Oh.
So what happens when Chris lets me run the show? It's gonna make everyone mad. I think it's gonna be a lot
Do
of
you
fun to
hate
talk
us,
about.
AJ? Is that what this is?
It's gonna be fun because this looks absurd.
It looks
and I think-
insane.
I
It
think
definitely looks
everyone will
insane.
enjoy it.
There's a lot going on there.
A
I'm not sure what it's
lot.
about.
Mhm.
Philip J. Cook.
Well, everybody, I think that about does it for the show tonight. Thank you for joining us. Anyone have any final last words? before we
Remember their
sign out?
name, Quartz Vein. Is that what it says? God damn it! What the fuck does it say?
Nice try.
No idea.
Don't
In the
forget to
name of the
back up your
king.
soul to the cloud.
Thanks everybody for joining us. Come back next week. Find us online. Follow
Chris
us.
will be back, we
subscribe.
promise.
Chris will
We
be back.
promise.
Maybe. Maybe not. It's kind of on the edge of that. We'll see how things go with that. See if he survives the Quartz vein.
Bad Movie Night Podcast. 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 We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night.